Hey guys, welcome back and thanks for tuning in. This is Brian with VetSource with another quick update on our 92 Cadillac Allante that started out as a parts car potentially and quickly became a rebuilder with the other two Allantes just because of how nice it was. Wanted to give you guys a quick update real quick. I've got the front end pulled off this, or basically what we call in the business a 3/4 of the front end. I've got the driver's side fender still on it, and I've got the hood, new hood that I've acquired for it, just kind of on there, not adjusted or anything, but just to keep the elements out of the car. So as you can see, fender is removed here. Grill is actually attached to the hood still, and our front headlights have been removed along with that damaged front bumper. And if you remember from my last video, if you saw that, none of this was actually damaged. This was a car that burned up in the the fog light for some odd reason. And when it was being processed and moved around at the salvage auction, as a lot of times they do, not because they're careless, they're just moving so many cars per day, that they backed another car into the corner of it and damaged my fender and the corner of my hood, which, by the way, is an aluminum hood, so it's not like it's easily workable, and dented up, not dented, but actually scuffed up and damaged that front bumper assembly. So I went ahead and elected to get another fender and hood for the car and front bumper, just because it would be easier than trying to do that. And you can see the front end assembly on these cars really only consists of a few parts. You've got the fender, you've got another bumper cover here, the hood, like I said, that I have put on, and then we've got the headlight assemblies, which come out. That's the original driver's side, which was good. What I ended up finding, and I'll go into this more in depth later on, sometimes these older cars, you're not going to be able to find parts very much unless they're used anymore, but this is actually a new old stock part that I found. New old stock meaning this is a new part from the manufacturer, from Cadillac GM, that had never been installed on the car. And you can see this was actually installed or built, made by Carrillo in Italy. So looks like even when they built these cars, they sourced a lot of things from the Italian manufacturers, which is kind of a cool little feature of the car. But this is a glass sealed beam headlight installed, glued into a plastic housing. But to find that as a new old stock piece was pretty much a score, because these headlights can be significantly expensive if you're not careful about where you're looking. So going back to show you a little bit about what we did over here, I did a little bit of basic cleanup of the fire extinguisher where they sprayed the stuff all over the place. But you can kind of see more closely, that's really where the fire was contained to. I may have to do a little bit of electrical work. In fact, I can see that I do right there with that wire. But overall, everything's good. The good thing too is that it did not damage the unibody structure when they ran the other car into this one. So I don't have any repair work I've got to do on the unibody. I've got one strip nut plate right here that's got to come out, which is not that bad. But overall, and I did have this got damaged. This is actually goes through the unibody to bolt the fender on, so I'll have to reinforce that, maybe tack weld that in place. But there's really nothing too bad about it, and the thing is, they're not overly complex once you get into it. The front bumper has 4 bolts per side that hold it on, and then it's got these cool little tracks right here that slide into and hold the front bumper in place. So I really only had to take off about 10 bolts to get the whole front bumper assembly off, which was kind of cool, kind of nice. So just want to give you an update. Let's just see where I'm at on this. I'll probably have this back together again by the weekend and show you guys what it looks like put back together. So if you got any questions or comments, make sure to comment down below. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll be able to put some more updates for you so we can get this one back on the road and finish up with our other Allante projects and get them on the back barrel. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.